So when a new manager comes into a job, there's a lot of things to do. So to ease the burden on Mikel Arteta, you're going to help him out here. We've got 8 Arsenal players that we've selected, and you can decide for him, on his behalf, who's going to stay and who's going to leave. Let's start with Danny
Are we
Ceballos.
talking specifically January or...
Whatever. Do you fancy them or don't you?
All right. If I'm Arteta, I keep hold of Danny Ceballos.
Okay.
I think the bigger question is, where does Danny Ceballos want to stay long term? But this would make more sense kind of as we go through the list and you realize how many maybe players are sent to your side. At least there's a quantity there that you know you can work with Ceballos.
And he's probably the type of player that Arteta will probably get to like.
Exactly. I mean, just kind of given the language similarities, etc. I think maybe he gets more out of Ceballos than anybody else.
Okay. So why do I think this isn't going to be blank for too long?
Not very long.
He's already in talks with a move back to the Bundesliga.
Listen, I'd be having those talks right now if I were Arteta on his behalf. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason for me to keep Granit Xhaka. Nothing about what he's given to Arsenal Football Club suggests that he should be here past January 2nd. I'll be honest.
Patience in football is something that doesn't happen very often. If Arsenal are patient with Pepe, he might come good. Is it stay or go?
Again, this is one I'm totally on the fence with. Right now, I'm leaning stay.
Okay.
Just because Pepe, I don't think ever got a chance really to settle under Unai Emery. What he does bring is certainly pace. What he lacks is real control and direction. So maybe somehow you get him his confidence back and you see that return. But as much as I'm leaning stay here, if somebody comes up with an offer,
it's different.
I am listening.
Okay, this is the one player in all the time I've been with FC that divides the FC crew. And you're on the very much not a fan.
And I tell you why. Well, one, I don't think, especially in tough games, in tight games, in physical games, Mesut Ozil gives you enough. Now, I also understand the other side of that argument in that probably as a creator, just as a world-class talent, Arsenal don't have anybody, certainly not many, better. The other issue with Mesut Ozil is in trying to attract talent, real talent, world-class talent. Everybody who comes is going to ask for Mesut Ozil money. Yep. While he's still in your books, everybody will be absolutely right in their approach to ask for Mesut Ozil money.
And there's clauses as well that say I've got to have the same as the top earner.
Correct. If until Ozil goes, I don't think you get any real world-class talent back into Arsenal.
Well, just before you get to David Luiz, the other thing about Mesut Ozil is he's only going to go if someone's prepared to pay for him. Now, if it's a loan deal, Arsenal are going to have to bite the bullet and pay most of his wages.
And I think they should.
They have to.
I think they should.
This was one of the... I remember your face when we first did this, when he signed from Chelsea. What? So what? Does he stay? Does he go?
No.
You're not having him?
No, David Luiz gives me absolutely nothing. Listen, and as surprising as he was, surprisingly good as he was at Chelsea in that first season, remember, I was similarly bemused when Conte signed him for Chelsea, but he came good. And then we saw David Luiz regress to who we know David Luiz to be, and it's been more of the same.
Well, I'm not saying he thought he was a footballer, but he thought he was more than a defender. Because he's not a bad defender when he just focuses.
No, well,
but again, if you're going to build from the back, he is not part of your...
He's giving me absolutely nothing.
Right back at Arsenal.
I like Hector Bellerin. Listen, he's had his injury issues. I'm not sure how he got over to you there.
But is he
having him? I'll keep Hector Bellerin, right? So he's over on this side. Again, the bigger question is Bellerin's been linked with a number of clubs across Europe. Why would he want to stay? Just kind of given the way things have gone. And then these two, I'm keeping. I like these two. And as much speculation as we've had about Aubameyang wanting to leave and Lacazette, who for me certainly hasn't gotten enough playing time, I'm trying to find a way to play these two together. Long term. Give them a spell at doing it. Maybe Nicolas Pepe is part of that equation as well, and you play with a front three. That's a big ask for Mikel Arteta. I accept. But I don't think Arsenal, certainly not in the short term, can do without Aubameyang's goals. I still like Lacazette, and I don't think there's going to be a huge market for him otherwise. So, as manager, you get paid big bucks to get the best out of players. He's got his hands full with these two in particular. I think these two is just a matter of convincing them that they're at the right place, and it's an easy fit for Bellerin and Ceballos for this team.
I thought you'd have more leaving, so that tells me that he's got a squad to work for. And again, I'm with you there. I don't think forward is the problem at Arsenal.
I think the bigger challenge is if these all leave, unless we're talking about splashing a whole lot of cash, who comes in? Because outside of this, I am not at all convinced about what happens in the rest of the squad. I understand it's young and it's in the future and promise and potential and all that. But as of right now, if we're talking January or the summer transfer window, I'm keeping hold of these pending, as I mentioned for a couple, what kind of bids come in and what kind of players I can also attract.
Well, he's got his work cut out, but they've got their man, their former captain, is the new boss, Mikel Arteta, and Shaka has given him a little bit of help with staying or going.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.